Well, hello, my YouTube friends and family. So it has been a hot minute since I have done a product review. First impressions. So I got me some Java juice. Of course, it's decaffeinated because I have heart arrhythmia, and well, it just sends my heart into palpitations if I have caffeine. So no caffeine for me. Mm. So, anyways, I got a little box of goodies. I've had this sitting here probably for 2 weeks, and I have not done a review. And I'm so sorry to my makeup loving friends because I have been neglectful. So, first off, I couldn't find my tweezers because you know how it is. Us women got to have them little pluckies. So, I have, as Rich Lex would put it, a wonky eyelash over here. And I mean, it's long and it's just sticking up. I have a few that do that over here. I swear they have cowlicks in them. Because every time I try to lay them down, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's like right there. And it keeps wanting to curl up. And it's driving me crazy. And a couple times I have clipped them down. And guess what, people? That doesn't work. Because when they grow out even wonkier. So you're going to see me just pluck a few before I start this. Usually I get them all waxed so that they're nice and even and done. But just a few. I'm not going to go in too much detail today. I do need them waxed again though. This little one's hiding. I hate when they're short. I don't know. I'll try to get it. But anyways, without further ado, this is my little Ulta box. We're going to see what goodies are in here. So, glasses on. So I put an order in for this because let's just face it, I'm a sucker for gingerbread. I just couldn't resist the gingerbread Too Faced palette. You know, I've been pretty good about bypassing a lot of palettes because I have a crap load back there yet to go through. To use up, that is. And I promised myself I would slow down because I just got so much makeup. I'm going to have until the day I die. I'm never going to run out of makeup. So anyways, you get this cute little pamphlet called the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice, which is really cute. And then inside this pamphlet, which I think is really cute, is they always give you little tips on how to do your makeup looks. If you want to do smoky eyes, but you guys know, of course, I don't think I've ever followed a tutorial on one of these, even though I should, but I'm always doing it my own way. I love gingerbread. My grandmother makes the best gingerbread cookies when she was alive, and my mom's got a recipe, and these cookies are amazing. You know how gingerbread cookies come out like snaps and they're hard? These ones are not. They were made with coffee grounds. There were special ingredients back in the day, and they are so soft. They're like a cake. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, look at that palette. Oh, look at that palette. Oh, I just couldn't resist. So, anyways, that was the first one. So then I got the Too Faced because I was already in there. I cut the breakup makeup. I wanted to get this particular color because it looked like it was my style. Because I like kind of like mauves and reds. I'm finding out the dark berry looking ones don't work for me. But like, see how pretty that color is? It looks like a really pretty mauve. So we shall see. And then, of course, and I wish Sephora would just do this and get over themselves. Quit putting specific things to pick. Just put face makeup, just like Ulta does, or a variety pack, or just throw a variety in here so you can give any samples you want. But I hate when you take the time to do your samples and they don't send them to you. To me, that is a gimmick and it's false advertising. So it's one thing I love about going into Ulta is that I can actually pick the variety pack and I get just that, a variety. So what they sent was the Regenerist Ole Whip little sample. And then they sent a new perfume that I have not tried, which is Chloe? Chloe? I don't know. I have a dog. My daughter had a dog named Chloe, so I'll say it's Chloe. Let's see what this smells like. I'm game to try a new perfume, even though Tender Romance by Ralph Lauren. Oh, it's my favorite. Yes, this is a spray. Yes, I pulled the top off, but that's okay because we will put it back on. This has a very light, delicate scent. It's not overbearing. It's not bad. I'm going to try this today. I didn't break it, I promise. Oh, this does smell good. I'm game to try new perfumes. I don't stick with just one, but if I have a favorite, I will continually buy that bottle. But I do not like strong perfumes. They have to be very subtle. So my first impression, guys, this smells pretty darn good. It doesn't go off strong where it gags you. But we will see throughout the day how long this lasts and lingers. Maybe I'll mention it in one of my book videos. Then there is a Lime Crime Semi-Permanent Fantasy Hair Color that they threw in a card. And it's called Unicorn Hair Full Coverage Intense. And they send this in just to show you the shades of what they have. So that is pretty cool. And what it says is the coverage unicorn hair transfers hair into the rainbow of magical shades while leaving strands silky smooth and smelling sweet. Super saturated pigment delivers intense color impact on pre-bleached platinum to medium blonde hair and adds a tint of color to dark blonde and light brown hair. Results may vary depending on the color and condition of hair. The tints, that's the full coverage part, the top part. The tints, which are on the bottom, unicorn hair transform hair into a rainbow of magical shades while leaving strands silky smooth and smelling sweet. The watercolor effect of tints leave a soft wash of color on pre-bleached platinum to pale blonde hair. Results may vary depending on the hair color and condition of hair, of course. Check out our swatch comparison chart on the Ulta.com to find the perfect shade of unicorn hair so that you can go to Ulta and find your colors. So that is like really cool that they sent that card. Okay, so without further ado, I will pick my favorite brushes out of my little favorite. You know, you can get these at the Dollar Tree, and they're very nice to hold brushes and pens and such. I love these things. I always like my fluffy skinny tip. And I always love this one here is called just the eyeshadow brush, just regular eyeshadow brush. This e.l.f. brush is amazing. And but you guys know if you watch my channel, I love the smaller brushes. These two brushes don't have a name because they were given to me to do a review for free. But I love them because this one here is the one, because you can notice it's a flatter, wider brush for those who are new to my channel. This is great for laying eyeshadow on your eyelid. This one here, I actually like taking this one if you kind of like, you know, do your crease and stuff like that, because it's just a little bit fluffier and it's also great blendable. And I like this for the edge, like if you do a smoky eye, like or the V part, because I just think this is just perfect for it. It's got that little fine tip. It's not too fluffy. I don't like brushes that are very, very fluffy because I feel like they scatter everything. And I'm more like an artist, I should say. You know, when you're doing details in a painting, that's why the little brushes with points and things like that work better. It's amazing because when you're a crafter and then you go to do makeup, that's what you feel like. You're an artist. Not that I'm a makeup artist, but you know what I mean. I just think that like when you have a skinny glue tip, when you're gluing stuff, you can get stuff littler where it's supposed to go. Okay, enough babble. So let's see what look I'm going to pick. And I do love to do this spontaneously. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it don't. Make sure I have my little handy dandy baby wipes. I need to get some of more Kel wipes because I'm out of them. Okay, so we're definitely going to do a shimmer on the eye. So I think I'm going to go in with Hot Toddy last. My lay down shade will be, these names are so cute. I'm going to go in with Sugar Daddy on the lid. And I am going to put Gumdrop in the corner a little bit and Hot Toddy on the lid. So here we go. This is Sugar Daddy, which is this color over here. And then my V lately is going to be this color up here, right here, which is Gumdrop. Yes, see my mess, my mirror mess. And then what I'm going to lay on the lid is Hot Toddy, which is this color here. And it doesn't do it justice because it kind of looks like a brown on my camera, but it isn't. It's actually like a glowy, I don't know, light maroonish color. So you'll see. But anyways, so here we go. It's been a while since I've done a makeup review, guys, so this is going to be quite interesting. So for my crease and my flat, here. Well, looky at my cookie is the one I'm going to pick instead for my lay down because I stuck my brush in it by accident, so it must have been meant to be. So this is Looky at My Cookie. Looky at My Cookie. That is so freaking cute. Okay, so that's what we're going to do instead. Ooh, that's pretty. It's almost like a little bit of a, I don't know, light pinkish tint. So I'm going to lay it down. Sometimes that happens and it's meant to be another color. So when I lay down my base, I always go up and around to the shape of my eyebrows and then back. Just a little bit past my eyes. It's just my preference. Okay, so we will set that aside. We will go in with the V corner. And that's the one that's going to be, what I tell you guys, I'm on peak. Gumdrop. I kept wanting to say Sugar Plum, but it's Gumdrop. And I have a feeling this is going to be dark, so we're going to tap it. I don't want to put a bunch on my brush. So we're going to do that V shape where I go from the middle of my eye back. Or you can do it back some, but I just preferably like to do it this way. And then down from just a little bit above my crease indentation, because I have a little bit of that where my eye droops down a little bit, so I want people to actually see the color, which is very pretty, by the way. I'm going to do the V over here. Of course, you know, I'm a lefty, so it's going to look a little backwards. And it's a little wider, so I'm going to make this a little wider. So look at that. That is so pretty right there on the corners. Now I'm going to take just a little bit and go into the crease with this color too, but not as dark as the V part. Just a little bit more light-handed. Just to shape. Normally some other people might pick a different color, but I kind of like this color. I have no foundation on, nothing else. I'm doing it all this way. And then last but not least, we are going to lay on the lid Hot Toddy. This color is so pretty. Now on this, I'm going to take my brush and lay it in like flat so that I get it on the part that I wanted to. I'm not going to do it this way to get the tip. I'm going to lay it on the fat part, like the plumper part, because when I put it on, I like laying it like this. Sometimes I go up and down, sometimes I go crossways. It just all depends. And that is absolutely beautiful. Oh, is that ever pretty? Look at that. Oh, when I get this done, I'm going to zoom you guys in. This is a very pretty, soft, kind of metallic looking eyeshadow. Excuse me. Just a tiny bit of fallout, which is just expected with a shimmer shade. Let me see here if I can get this advanced settings so you guys can really see this, because it's really pretty. Moving controls over. I don't know why that's coming off like brown looking. I don't get it, because it isn't. I mean, it does have like a little bit of a rust look in it, but it's almost like, I don't know how to show this because it's coming off like chocolate. But it's really not. That's too funny. It's almost like a rust with a pink tint. There you go. See how that looks right there? It must be the way the light's hitting. The color on the inside is what this looks like. It's like a pinkish. It's just a really weird how this is showing up. It almost gives like off a different effect. But it is very pretty. And then of course to finish the look, yes, I'm going to do this up close and personal and probably screw it all up, because it's been a while since I've done this too. First I'm going to add my glimmer stick. Hold on, because I'm going to pull. They say not to use your fingers because it causes wrinkles, so let me pull this out just a tad bit. Because I want you guys to see this. It's not going to work. Wait a minute. Just a little bit more. Okay. Waterline. my Avon Glimmer Stick. That's better. I guess if you pull on your eyes, it's supposed to give you wrinkles, so I pull it down either with a blender or this brush. There. So I'm going to start to darken up. And I do love these things. And hold on, because I dropped the lid. Dropsy, dropsy. But I will give a tip. Don't tell me I lost it. There it is. Sorry about the squeaky chair. But one thing will help with us older ladies, because I have glasses, is I have a 5x mirror sitting here, which actually is filthy. It's clean. But it gets dusty in this house so easy because we're next to the road. But anyway, I have that sitting in front of me the whole time I'm doing this, so you guys can, so I don't mess up and you guys can see it. And we are going to, let me find it, if I even have it. I love these little caddies. You can get these like at the dollar store, and you can fill them up with your stuff that you mainly use. And I keep it right in front of me. Okay, where are you at? I should have had my makeup set now, and I didn't. Yeah, it's in here. This is going to be fun, guys, because it's been a while since I've done this. Up close and personal. So take me some Liquid Elf. Like I said, you better have an artist finger to pull this off. It's really hard to do this if you have, I go to the middle, like over where the color of my eye pupil is. Because I want you guys to see this. You take this line over just a little at a time, and I put my hand against my face so that it doesn't shake as much. And then towards the bottom of my eyeline, where my eyelash ends, and there you go. That is your wing. Now, if you want a thicker wing, you can either leave it like that, or you can come up from the bottom, like right at the corner of the point in your eye, and you come up towards it, and then you can do the thicker one. You do the outline, and then you fill it in. Can you guys see this clear enough? And then you take both ends, and you just outline it to a point. It's just like coloring. So you can do it thicker, or you can do it thinner. And this is how I at least do my wing anyways. Then I take and I go to the other eye, which is a little trickier because you got to kind of be ambidextrous. And then I do it this way with my right hand. The corner of my pupil, I mean not corner of my pupil, but you look at your black spot in your eye, your little pupil there. You take it from the middle. This is going to be fun because I'm a lefty. But you try to keep it as close to your eyelashes as possible. I'm going to have to switch hands because I dotted myself. Need to fix it. I went just a little too far above, so this is going to be a little thicker. Plus my eyelashes are so long. And then here, do the same thing. Take this where the corner of your eyebrows are. you aim it up. Almost like you're doing an up dip, and then you bring it from the bottom up. And of course, I think this eye is a little different shaped. So this part is not as thick as this one is. This one's thicker and shorter where this is longer. So we're going to fatten it out a little bit. It's always really hard for me to do the other side. This side over here is a little thicker, so we're going to thicken this one up to match it. And then if you want to take your color over, which I usually do, I just start that way to get the wing. And then I go back into my eye and I take it clear across my eye so that I have the eyeliner effect. So now I'll do this side. This is probably my longest part of my makeup routine right here. It's just getting this in. And I'm going to grab me a baby wipe. And I'm going to take this side and just very lightly go over this one and make it just a little bit more pointier, because this side I always mess up on. So I pull it up to the point part, and then of course it'll smudge, and then once I get it up there, I wipe down where the smudge is. See how that goes? Where the, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's smudged back. You smudge up your point and then come down. This is my techniques. And there, it's fixed. So this is what my wing looks like. This side to this side. I hope you guys can see that clear. So that's how I do it. And then, without further ado, because I didn't add the rest of the makeup, I think I'm just going to have a makeup day, because I haven't had one in a little while. I love my e.l.f. Blemish Control Primer. As everybody knows that watches when this might be out. Well, come on. I think I'm empty. I've used a lot of that. I'm going to pull out a new one, because I do have one. I like this because it smooths out the pores, and it's really good for your skin protection, at least to me, because I have oily skin. This one's the bigger bottle. And this is reasonable. It's reasonably priced. Come on, get started here. There we go. I put about this much on my hand. Rub it together. And then put it on my face. Trying to avoid the makeup I just did. You probably don't need that much. Oh, I love the smell and the feel of this, though. This is one of my favorite products. This is the e.l.f. primer, because it doesn't leave my face greasy. It actually feels really good. But you could probably use a little less. I think I pumped out a little too much. But it's great stuff. So that one's empty. And then I do have a Pores No More from Benefit that's great to use too. They have one called Baby Skin at Walmart, and I guess it's good too. If you have dry skin, but oily skin, it does not do well with me. So I'm going to put this over where my pores are. And what this does is it smooths out your foundation when you put it on. At least for me, it does. And this is like soft and silky. So I like it too. So while that's drying, what other goodies do I have in here? I'm going to do my eyebrows. Which I do like the e.l.f. for my eyebrows too. And I like to push them up in the very front and just kind of color in the spots that are a little bare. See another hair that needs plucked. So there's my eyebrows, which I really love this stuff because it defines. It's amazing how makeup changes your face. Then I'm going to go in with, let's see here. I'm going to try the Maybelline Fit Me concealer today. Usually I do this backwards and I put my eyeshadow on after. I do all this. So I'm doing a little bit different routine because I'm going to go ahead and finish. I wasn't planning on doing foundation and all that, but why not? So I got to Fit Me, and I like having conversations with you guys while I'm doing my makeup because this is fun. Makeup Get Ready was with me or a blast. So I'm going to tap this out. I have so many products I need to review yet. Let's tap this in and then do a little rubbing. And when I rub, I really don't do it that hard. I love these brushes though. These are like my favorite. Brighten up my under eyes. So if you guys want to lesson, a little bit of tips on things that I do anyway, but everybody has their own niche once you find it. This is just my particular way of doing it because I just love it. And then foundation, of course, I love the Lancome Buff. This is like my all-time favorite foundation because this is what works for me. And it doesn't take that much. I wear the Buff 220 and then I use my big brush. And I'm going to do this and go through, smooth all my foundation out. Which this is kind of like, I mean, it's buildable, but it's like a medium coverage. But to me, it covers really well. If you'll see you will see the difference from watching my skin up close into blending all this out. You will see a big difference. The primer the pores no more. All of this gives me a very smooth, finished looking face. The transformation, this is why I love it when people do get ready with me makeups or first impressions, because you get to see from the beginning to the end how much makeup is an artistry that really transforms everything on your face. And put just a little bit more. That's a mole, so that's not going to be covered. I was born with it. But like my cheek area. I just like to smooth it out as much as possible because I just think it's pretty. Okay, so now that I got that down, of course, I have my handy dandy Lancome powder that actually goes with this set. And I just love it. And I always like using a powder to kind of do the finishing touch to press it all in. And then after I get that done, I literally have this palette. I bought at TJ Maxx, and I've shown it to many people. If I can dig it out. Like I said, I got lots of makeup, guys. I just really, really, really like this blush palette. My Jeffree Star bag. No fun. But this here is like a wonderful blush palette. So I'm going to go in here. Now this, I will use a fluffy brush. And this is from the Morphe Dream collection with the rose gold. I love this one. So I will take this little pinkish one right here. Doesn't really have a color. Fluff it on there, and this is what it looks like. And then give it a little cheek puff. Because I love my blush, because I think it's cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I got like rosy pink cheeks, but I will tone it down. It's a little too pink. This is like really cool Minda. That's why I like it so much. So then I would take my baby wipe, kind of smooth it out a little bit. I do it in an up and down motion. Look at that. Just to kind of dull the pink, but enough to give me color. So there we go. So we'll get another baby wipe. Sorry for the crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Because I clean my brushes. I wipe them off real quick in between cleanings. Being a white brush, definitely can't hide. So I'm going to wipe my brushes off real quick. I mean, I probably could do this after my video, but, you know, I just want to put it away. And if you're wearing highly pigmented, if it's like a light, subtle type of eyeshadow, I will clean these with Baby Magic baby lotion because it's really good on your skin, being it's good for your babies. But if it's like really thick after a time period, I wish I could have showed you guys that blender I had. The blending sponge, it was massively a mess. playing with foundation and concealer on it, and I washed that thing off with Blue Dawn and kept running under it and let it dry. It was like a brand new one. Blue Dawn's amazing. This here's my favorite brushes. I love these. And I got these off of Wish for like I think they were like $8 for the whole set. And they're just amazing. Some things on Wish are good. And some things aren't. It's hit or miss like anything. Even popular makeup, you can have a hit or miss. And without further ado, we are going to do Breakup Makeup, which is the lip color that I want to try. From Too Faced on my lips. Ooh, that's pretty. Ready, guys? Here it goes. Hold on. Let me focus you guys out a little bit so my lips don't disappear. And this is really pretty. I like it. And I could probably also take this lip color, lip liner. I do like lip liners. I think they define your lips. Kind of reminds me of a coloring book, you know? When you do the outside and then you fill it in. And this is good with this. So, to bring you guys back in, it's like a mauve nude, but it's really pretty. And last but not least, and I hope I went slow enough for any of you new makeup lovers that you like tips and you like watching things. I hope I go slow enough and in detail enough for you guys to catch some tricks. You guys and gals. I have a habit of saying just guys. Sorry. Put this over here. And last but not least, we have the mascara. I really love this one because I got this regularly, but look how beautiful this one is. It's a rose gold one I picked up from TJ Maxx, really reasonable. And this is a Paris Hilton, so I think I'm going to use this one today. Just because I think it's pretty. And we are going to go in with something different today. I'm going to do the Neutrogena. I don't feel like some makeup gets talked about enough, so now that all this is dry, I'm going to take this in. Very long, thin wand. This isn't as dark as my Shock, but it's okay. It kind of sprouts it out there. And I am a little ambidextrous, which makes it good when it comes to doing certain things. And yes, I got a little dot on my nose because I'm messy like that. So I'm just going to dot that out. Okay. And that's my finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. I definitely think this is definitely worth the purchase. I think it was $54. I don't think they have, no, they don't have the amount on the invoice, but you know, you get a lot of variety of colors to play with. And I love it that they put different ones in. Like you have a subtle purple, you have like a blackish color, you have pink, you have whites, it's just pretty and neutrals. So, and it smells good. So anyways, this is my newest palette to my collection. And I need to wear makeup a little more often. And look at this. Look how cute this is. I saw this at the Dollar Tree and I said, I gotta have it. Gotta have it for Halloween. Look at those little bats. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a comment in the section below. And also, check out my things. I mean, I'm really trying to raise money for this cause, and nobody seems to be buying the traveling pack. And honestly, I need good feedback. Should I turn it into a paper pack and put it like in a plastic bag and add like more pages for people to make it interesting to $22? Or do you think I should drop it to maybe like $20? You know, or 18, or just drop the price range? I need some feedback, people. What would make you want to buy those kits so that I could put them into the Feed the Kids program, the backpack program? And if not, then you can donate to my PayPal link that I'll be posting with it underneath of those particular flip throughs for the state journals. But it's all about the fundraiser. That's the main thing to me, is to feed the kids. So please just give me some feedback on what you think. I've asked this before in many videos and nobody's saying anything, but I need the feedback. So thank you guys, and you guys have a great day, and I will see you later in the store with another book review. Bye.